Hey guys, it's Mandy, and I am just coming back with a quick video about what I've been up to recently with my Midori Traveler's Notebook. I recently watched some videos on how to add a second elastic using the same holes that exist in the Midori already. So I was successful in doing that. It was very difficult to get another elastic through the existing holes, but I managed to do it, and I did it on my purse or my passport size as well that I'm using as a wallet. So that was interesting and a little time consuming, but I really wanted to, and if anyone's interested in seeing a tutorial about how I did it, there are videos about adding another elastic. Some people add more holes, other people use like tweezers to push the elastics through. Basically what I did is when I had to, I used the exact same system that Midori that's already set up in here to put the elastic in, but when it came time to poke the new elastic through the holes, I used a paper clip and lined up the end of the elastic with the hole and just basically poked it through until I could see it on the other side, and then used tweezers to kind of pull it and get it through. Like I said, it was very time consuming and tedious, but I thought I would be happier about having done it because I have 4 notebooks in there right now and they fit very well, and you can see that they're not, you know, there is some overhang, but not too bad, especially with the zipper pocket. That's mostly what's hanging out, but I don't really care. So if anyone wants to see a tutorial about how I did it, I can probably do it. I'd be happy to recreate it. I did it already on my passport size, but I could redo it. So anyways, I was using, well, I'll tell you first, I have 4 notebooks in there right now. So I have this, I have a lined notebook, I have the monthly diary, then I have letters to my son, and then I have just a random kind of brain dumping lists, rambles. It's where I'm trying to be more artsy, I guess. So I'm working on that. But before I had this one in here, I actually purchased, and that's the lists and rambling brain dump one is just the plain notebook, the one that comes with it. So I had this one in here, and I watched a video about someone who had purchased the Moleskine Chapters books because they fit very well in here. Oh, I say they fit very well, they do fit, but I had 4 notebooks in here. So this one, because it's a little more square, and it's, I don't know, this one just gave me some trouble, even though it does fit. Like, let's say you only had maybe 2 notebooks or 3 notebooks in there, it would be absolutely fine. I'm using this I'm taking a creative writing class online right now, and I'm using it just for my creative writing class, and I really like it, so I wanted it in here, especially because it has the different chapters. So the class is 6 weeks long, and it has 7 chapters, so I thought that worked kind of well to use each chapter for each week that we work on a new exercise and stuff. So I really was looking forward to that, but it didn't really fit well for me, so I decided to scratch that. And now I'm still using it. I'm going to finish the class with this notebook. It's just not in my Midori, which bothers me a little, but you know, I found this at Target for $10, so I want to make sure I get a good, you know, lots of use out of it and fill it up, which I will do. I'm on the 2nd week of my class, so I have chapter 2 I'm working on. Chapter 1 is already filled out, and then chapter 7 is more of, I have some lists and some character development and stuff like that going on there in chapter 7. So it'll be filled, and you know, by the time the class is finished, so I don't feel like that was a waste of money. So anyways, I recently also, I don't really do unboxings necessarily, just because usually when I get something, it's in the middle of the day, and like I am too impatient to wait to open it until at night, and I have a toddler, and it just, it doesn't happen. So you're gonna see my things after the fact because I just want to rip them open. So I did get the Pan Am insert from a shop on Etsy, and I was really excited about getting this. and I have some more things coming in a different shipment, so I will show you what else I get when that arrives, but it may take a little while longer. So the only thing I don't like, and I've heard this on different channels as well, or different people say this, is that it's not see-through, so you can't really tell like what you have in there or whatever, and that bothers me a little bit. But you know, I think the trade-off is that you have the cool Pan Am logo and everything, so I'll take that. What I do really quite enjoy about it is that it has the card slots on the back, which I'm not using at all right now, but then I am using the little just the big pocket on the back. But I kind of thought about maybe making this my wallet. For like a second I thought about it, but then I realized it's probably too big, and I don't know that I want to carry, like I carry this with me wherever I go mostly, but if I'm just running into the store, I don't know if I want to carry my entire notebook with me. However, if we did go, like when we do go on vacation this summer or whatever, it would be neat to just put my, you know, just a few necessary cards in the slots and then take it with me, so I could write and make sure I capture everything that we've done and everything. So that's something I might do. It will be useful for that. So I still have the clear pocket that I had before, and I'm going to save that and see if I need it in the future. Going back to, I just want to address really quickly the adding the elastic in here. I did it because I wanted to fit 4 notebooks really nicely. I wanted them to look good, or even more notebooks. But I guess something I didn't realize about adding the elastic to the notebook is that, I mean, and I don't own any faux dories, so this is just my speculation just from watching a million videos, but it seems like on the faux dories, this section here must be bigger or like wider, because it doesn't matter how many elastics you put in this, like it's only so wide. So I just feel like more than 4 notebooks, I mean, I don't think that 5 notebooks would sit well. I certainly don't, I mean, you know, some of the faux dories you can fit like 6 notebooks in there with no problem, and it's just really thick, which I would love. But I think I have my 4 essential notebooks that I need, and the zipper pocket, and it does sit really, really well. So I'm happy with that. So I think I guess it was worth it in that way for me. But generally, I think, I don't know. Yeah, I think there's just so much you can fit in here. Only so much you can fit in here. So that's fine. So what else am I talking about? Oh, 2 things I want to show you. So again, I found these from watching someone's video. I should probably keep track of the videos that I watch so I can give them credit, but you guys are seriously making some awesome videos, and I'm so inspired by them, and I'm so grateful that they exist, because I get new ideas, and just I like to try new things, so I'm able to do that because of the Midori community. So thank you. But I had a Lamy Safari fountain pen, and something happened to the nib. I don't know, it started leaking all over the place, and I had ink all over me all the time. So I was going to just get a replacement nib and try to make that work, and then I ran out of cartridges, and I don't know, I've used Lamy for years, probably since the year 2000, I think. Yeah, it's easily been 15 to 16 years. So I've always loved their pens, but I decided after seeing a video about these, the Pilot Varsity fountain pens, the disposable fountain pens, decided to give these a try, and I have to be honest, I'm so pleased with them. I love these pens so much. Before that, I was using the Micron in the, it's like 0.38 or something like that. Let me see off camera, 0.38, 0.35. So it's a tiny, tiny little, I'm sorry I'm shaking the camera, it's tiny, and I prefer like the finest point possible. So these 2 pens make me really, really happy, and I have a thing for pens. It's a weakness. I once searched online for months and months to find a pen that I used when I was in high school. So, and I did find it, by the way. So anyways, I'm really pleased with these. I would highly recommend them. That they write so well, and these I ordered, I couldn't find in Target or Michael's, or I don't know, I couldn't find them anywhere in the store. I just bought them off Amazon. So, and then this I found at Michael's, and the Michael's I went to didn't have hardly any fine tip pens. It was really disappointing. So this was one, I think, one of the very last few in black. So I was pretty happy that I got it. But I would check these pens out if you like really fine tip. I'm trying to see if there is an example that I can give you of my writing, how it looks. So, not really. Not anything I want to show. But yeah, just check them out. That's what I would recommend. So I think that is about it. This is kind of a quick and fast little update on what I'm doing with my Midori Traveler's Notebook. I've been writing every single day, not just for my class, but for also just creatively for me, because that's how I relax and how I get my thoughts out. And it's fiction and nonfiction, and keeping a gratitude journal, and also just tracking goals, and making lists of things that I want to accomplish this year, because we're starting fresh, and trying to make sure that I figure out ways not only to set goals, but about keeping motivation. I think that's the most important thing, is maintaining your motivation to do the things that you love. And for me, that historically has been difficult, but I'm finding much more encouragement and reinforcement in being able to sit down and turn off electronics and just really think about my creative side and write and just let my brain go. And it's so refreshing, and I encourage you guys just to do that once in a while. And I know a lot of people use the Midori as a planner and stuff like that, but I encourage you to, if you only use it as a planner, just allow yourself to go and be free for a little while. I admire the people who keep the planners. That's not me. We have a family calendar, and pretty much everything goes on that, and that's it. I don't really do any bullet journaling or extensive, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so if my son has an appointment, it's on the family calendar. So yeah, I don't necessarily get into that, but I really admire those who do. So anyways, that is enough rambling. Sorry, this video is just a lot of talking, but if you guys want more, please subscribe and leave some suggestions in the comments. I would be happy to entertain those suggestions, and I will make a new video when I get some more stuff. It should be hopefully this week. Thanks. Bye.